This is the carbon tank. This is what's removing the chlorine from the water. Chlorine and the chloramines, right? This is the softening system. And then this is the sediment filter, right? Each one of these two systems has their own shutoff valves, right? If we look right now, just like on the inside, if it's in line, it means it's on, going through here, right? Because it's coming through, going up, down through the system, along here. If you notice these two here, they're across. So that means that right? You have it off. When it's on, it's in line with it.
Okay.
So right now it's off for this. So it's going down through, right? This needs to be bypassed 1 day a month, right? So for 24 hours, you're going to bypass the tank. The way to bypass it, right? You would turn these two across, which means it's not allowing the water to go through here, right? But right now, if you see it's across, it's off. So then we're gonna turn that. And now when the water comes in, rather than going down through here, it's going across and then over to this system. So you're bypassing this tank.
Okay.
Right now, the reason why we bypass the tank for 24 hours is because chlorine does kill bacteria.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
If we completely remove chlorine all the time, bacteria can grow in your house.
Okay.
So that 24 hours, we want to bypass this so it's not taking the chlorine out of the water, allowing a little bit of chlorine in your house for 24 hours. 24 hours later, you come back and you just put them right back to where they were. Right? Now, if you want to turn the water completely off to the home, either one of these, you just do that.
Okay.
Right now, they're all across. So when it comes down, no water can get through here, no water can get through here.
Okay.
That's stopping water from coming into your house.
Okay.
Right? The only reason you would do that is if you had a major leak or something like that, a pipe burst, right? But the normal operation is going to look just like this. They're all pointed down.
Okay.
Right? And same thing with this, they're all pointed down. And then to bypass, you put them just to the opposite. Right? So if you want to bypass this, you're going to cut that off so water's not going down through here, and then you have to allow this one through. So it's coming here now.
Why do you?
So the reason why you would bypass this is, so the faucets that are on the back of and the outside of your home, right, has water going through here, right? It's using salt to clean itself, right? So there's some sodium left in there. Too much sodium for a plant will kill it.
Okay.
So if you want to water your plants out there, right, on the back patio or whatever with one of the faucets, you would bypass this so that way you're not getting that sodium in the water, and it's just the regular water going to it.
Okay. Is that how often? Once a month?
This one you just do it only when you're watering your plants.
Oh.
Right? That would be the only reason you would bypass this.
Okay.
Right. So, or if there was like a small leak or something, you could bypass it, and that way there's no pressure on here, and you still have water to your home. And then you would call us, we would come out and we would do the warranty work, fix it, get it all taken care of. And then to put it back into normal operation, right back to where we're all straight down. Right now, the sediment filter, right? This needs to be changed once a year, right? And whenever you go to change this, if you notice there's this wrench that's on here, right? Put it on there so you can, it makes it a lot easier to get this off, right? At this point, when you're going to change the filter, you have to turn the system off, right? So you're going to come up here, you're going to shut it off. That means there's no water going to this.
Okay.
And you can do it from either one, as long as you're shutting the water off from coming in, right? Once that's done, this tube right here, this is a relief valve, right? So you'll take a bucket or a glass or something in this right here, you will turn it to release the pressure out of here. Because what happens is when it's under pressure, the seal that's in here gets pushed out.
Okay.
And with that pressure, if you try and get this thing off, it will never come off. It would break before you got it off with under pressure.
Okay.
So we turn it off, we relieve the pressure from here, right? And you don't have to completely drain it. You just want to relieve some of the pressure so it's not, so that seam comes in, or the seal. And then to take it off, you go lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Okay.
Right? So, yeah, and then that's pretty much that for that piece. Like I said, once a year.
Okay.
And these you can buy on Amazon,
Okay.
right? If you find them, you can buy them on Amazon. You can buy them at Kinetico website. You can get them through us. They're about
Okay.
$30
Okay.
for a year. And then the salt itself, this is the type we use, but
Yeah.
you're free to use whatever type you would like. The only thing that we want to make sure when you get it is that it's pellets.
Pellets. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want the crystals. You want pellets.
Okay.
'Cause the crystals, they stick together too much,
Oh, I see.
and it can cause issues with getting the salt out of here to clean the
Okay.
system. And then to check the salt,
Yeah.
right, we'll just take the top off. And yeah, you guys still have a good amount of salt. So if you notice this white tube, there's two slits that are right here. I know they're kind of hard to see right now. I'll turn my light on my phone so you can see. See those two slits on the tube? You never want the salt above that,
Okay.
all right? So then that's the most you'll want in there is to there, right? Now when you check it, you take the top off. If you can see the salt and not water, right? You're good.
Okay.
If you open it and you see the water above the salt,
Okay.
you need to add one bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you see the white plastic on the bottom, you need to add 2 bags.
Oh.
But that's pretty much all that you will need to
Okay.
put in there. So,
Okay.
and then we got our drain line coming out here, goes up and over, and then out. So that's going into the sewer, and you don't have to worry about anything.
Okay.
Right? So, any other questions at this point? I know we covered a lot.